I'm up in here. Boy, it's about to be on tonight. It is going to be on tonight. What's up, good people? Listen, I got a whole panel in here tonight, y'all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hold up, I hear a distortion. Let me see. Coming in hot. Tonight. Woo! There it is. Okay. We're going to bring up our first one here. There she go.
Yeah.
We often call her the Iron Fist in the huddle. There she go. There she go. I'm going to bring the other folks out in a few. First thing we're going to do is say what's up to everybody. I'm going to say my disclaimer.
Hey guys.
I don't own this music. I don't own the rights to it. Nothing. None of that. All right? Don't come for me. Fair use is what they say if you have to say. And I'm using it. We're putting them on the map. That's my main man, DJ Rico. Rico Suave. Yeah. Kara Stone made it up in here first tonight. What's up, Kara Stone? Robin Hill. What's up, Aquarian? Brown Eyes, Misha T. JMR, Connie Barnes up in here. Boy, you wait till L Boogie get in here. Woo. What's up, Darlene Brown? Value Val. What's up, Starla? How you feeling? Starla over there chilling somewhere in Portugal. Yeah, there you go. She over in Portugal, man. I tell you, man, I love how some of y'all just doing it. I do. What's up, Marilyn? How you feeling? Is that Karen in the house? What's up, Karen? Darlene Brown came to get down. What's up, Love and Life? Janet Winans. What's up, William Roy in the building? What's up, Value Val? Happy Friday, everybody. What's up, Janet Winans? Lisa Barrow. Hey, Chad, I was supposed to call you today, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, oh boy. I'm terrible, man. I know it. But see, I can admit it. I already know it. What's up, JJ? Mauricia. What's up, Delicate Reese? I see you. Kathy Colby. Woo. JBE 162. I thought it used to be 123. Nah, that ain't my song to sing neither. I ain't trying to sing. But if I did, it would sound good. Okay. What's up, Malika? Keisha Spady. Leela Abi. What's up, Charles Harden? Yes, we're back. About to drop kick this narc in the next month. What's up, Jane Heffington? Alicia. Patricia Murphy. Warwick. What's up, Renda? Woo! It's Friday evening. Yes, it is. Prod by AdWords. What's going on? Woo, man, my favorite joint coming on next.
Why wait up to 10 plus months?
Wow. Good gracious. I'll be getting the commercials and everything in there, don't I? Tell y'all the kind of DJ I am.
Right.
What's going on? Tasha Posh. Hold up. Tosh Posh. Oh, gosh. Posh Kosh. Oh, my gosh. His first time getting in here with us. You better buckle your seatbelt, because we about to bust this narc in the head. We going to bust him right down to the white meat. Y'all ever seen that before? Yeah, that's down to the bone. That's where we going tonight. Rachel Wooten in here. What's up, Mauricia? New England Beauty. Keisha Spady. Ophelia. What's going on, Ophelia? Honeybee Lee. Tracy Baby B. Bell. Good gracious. That was a tongue twister right there. What's up, Teddy Bear? Teddy Bear up in here. Woo. What's up, Holly? Shanerica. Something like that. I think I got it. What's up, No Narc Net? Kaylin. I see you. I see you, Darlene. Sig Thumb. Angela Sunshine. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all the best. What's up, Rashida? Value Val. Autumn. What's up, Autumn Marie? Miss Baxter. How you doing tonight? What's up, Kaylin? Rare Diamond in here. Tori G. Cornella. I see you, Alicia. Exposed in here. Yeah. I see you. I see you. What's up, Rosie Sampson? Kathleen Kirby in the house. Cherie T. Black Butterfly. What it do? Gladys Marine. What's up, Latrice? I see you, Starship. God's Grace came in here. Drop a verse. Don't come in here with a name like God's Grace and you ain't put a verse in there. Come on now. Come on. It's 9 o'clock in Trinidad. The Trinidad. See, I got a fake Trinidad accent, I can try to do. But no, I ain't going to do it. What's up, Kathleen Kirby? Rachel Wooten. Oh, my goodness, y'all. I feel good. What's up, Vanessa Marie? So before we get started, per the usual, we got to go into, the family love, the sponsorship. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, y'all. Tefano. What's up, Tefano Fox? Thank you for that Cash App, sir. Lisa Brown came to get down. Mwah. Thank you so much for that Cash App. And Connie. I know. Thank you so much for that Cash App, Connie. I appreciate the sponsorship. It helps me, help me keep this thing together here, y'all. Listen here, y'all. Tonight, we got a panel. See, y'all used to seeing me with women all the time, right? Yeah. China, you better be ready for Freddie tonight. Because look here. I got my main man, Taurus, up in here. Hey, Taurus, come on in here and say what's happening to the family, champ.
Respect. Thanks for having me, brother.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so, guys, listen, I need y'all tonight. Y'all don't want to miss this one. Go ahead and hurry up. Grab your popcorn. Get your water, your Kool-Aid, your soda pop, your Henny, your Remy, whatever you drinking. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you drinking, whatever you smoking, it's all for the love of what we do.
It's going to be a good one.
Yes, indeed. It's all for the love of what we do. Listen, y'all going to need to buckle up. Put your seatbelt. I'm getting tongue-tied. I need some water. Good gracious. I'm talking like I'm nervous or something. Like, when you need to meet a new girl or you meet a new woman, you like, and you get nervous and tongue-tied. My goodness. We're going to see if Miss Alicia going to join us in here tonight, this evening. Y'all come on in here and hit that like button. First thing you need to do. Okay, I need the mods in here enforcing the like policy.
I got you.
We're going to enforce that like policy up in here tonight. Starship got the gray goose. Rashida says she puffing now. Melissa done hit the like, smash the like. There you go. Uh-oh, Darlene got her Campari and pineapple juice. She ready to go. Who got the, hold up, that's an echo in there somewhere. Oh, that was China. China always
No.
doing something. Mm-hmm. Ah, boy, oh boy. So tonight, so we're gonna get this thing started tonight, y'all. Because, I got my man Taurus in here, man. He just got a real story. And I wanted to name the show after something that we all have in common tonight. I wanted to name this session A Narc Won't Let Marriage, something as little as a marriage, stop them from openly dating other people. No, they ain't gonna do that. For all you folks that think you want to marry the narc, goodness gracious. Whoo, we got one for you tonight. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Teddy Bear, thank you so much tonight for getting us started. Thanks for that super chat. Teddy Bear said, I've been getting emails saying if I don't answer a question, wow. If you don't answer a question, is that like a tough email? Like somebody tough send you a tough email. Look here, I'm about to email you. You better answer this email. Okay? Whoo. There she go. All right, y'all. Look, I told y'all tonight about to be all the way upside your head on fire. There goes Sun Cat. Here is Miss Breezy. What's up, Miss Breezy? How you feeling up in here tonight, this evening?
I'm blessed. What's going on, guys?
Hey. You know,
Hey,
it's
hey.
Friday night.
Tonight.
It's Friday night. You see, we got there's 2 men and 2 women in here tonight. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And y'all know
We're
something,
balanced
all 4 of us got into that legal entanglement with the narc. Yeah. They call it marriage. I don't call it that. I don't call it that. Teddy Bear said, hold up. I've been getting emails saying if I don't answer a question, they're going to put news on social media 10 days until 1 year. Wow. Well, that's a crime. You need to send them a return email letting them know that's a crime. Mm-hmm. And the police do have your email address. I would surely send that email to whomever think, it's okay to send emails like that. Yes, I would. Y'all see that? Y'all see how narcs do? Either you gonna respond. Y'all see how bad it hurts? Y'all see, we really don't think it hurts them the way it does. To treat somebody who feels like they control the sun coming up at a certain time, they feel like they control the universe, when they see that they don't have control over you anymore, they like, whoa, what you think you doing? You gonna talk to me. If I gotta come over there and shoot all the windows out, you gonna talk to me. That's how they think. Okay, Autumn. We're gonna get to you, Autumn. I ain't forgetting nobody tonight, man. We getting it all out tonight. Mwah. Thank you for that super chat, Autumn. Autumn said, Monarch then got shot at. Whoa.
Oh.
Sad that he shot at them. Still ain't changed. Never gonna learn. And to think, I wanted to marry him. Whew, good gracious, out of my mind. Yeah. Basically, that's kind of how you got to do it. So I'm glad y'all listen, family. Y'all listening to 4 different people tonight that have had that unfortunate experience, and that's what we're gonna talk about in here tonight. Okay, but we're gonna start out. I'm gonna let my man Taurus give us his story briefly, y'all. I'm telling you, don't move away. Y'all want to check this out. Okay? Give it to him, champ.
Yeah.
I want to come in a different direction on it. We always talk about the narcs and what they do. I want to talk about what we do.
Hold up, that's you echoing. You playing this in two places?
Nah.
That's your echo.
No.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep. You good?
At a certain point in time, I know we've all had those moments where we knew we should get out. We ain't listen to it. Me not getting out led to consequences that almost cost me my life. I don't mean being physically attacked or harmed, but my own self. I had 2 strokes. This last summer, I was in a coma. I went into cardiac arrest. I didn't know what was happening, what was going on. When I came out the coma, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, what happened. I've never been to particular health, but I didn't have like that.
Mm-hmm.
So after talking to my cardiologist, getting together with my psychiatrist, we trying to figure out exactly what happened. I was given a device in my heart called the LVAD. What the LVAD is a that pumps in the place of your heart because my heart no longer works. Right? After talking to my psychiatrist, her taking my notes, she said, I really strongly believe that you have a syndrome called BHS. I said, what's that? This woman told me broken heart syndrome.
Wow.
Broken.
Tell us about it, man. Tell us about it, bro. We need to know all about broken heart syndrome. Come on. What does it mean?
Listen, this is the definition for it. Broken heart syndrome is a heart condition, brought on by stressful situations and extreme emotions. This condition can also be triggered by serious physical illness or surgery. Broken heart syndrome is often a temporary condition, but some people may continue to feel unwell after the heart is sealed.
Wow.
Right now, I don't know if you guys can see it. I have this bag around me. This is my heart, literally. Like I can't function. This is like a life support device until I get a heart transplant. Let me be transparent with y'all because this is the cautionary tale.
Wow.
Good God, bro.
So this is my controller, right? This controls the functionality of the pump in my heart, right? The heart is fueled by these batteries, which I must keep on me at all times. Don't matter if I'm taking a shower, if I'm sleeping, if I'm going outside, I got to keep these batteries on me at all times until I get a heart transplant. I have been very reluctant to want to talk about this. Actually, I've been scared to talk about this, to be honest with you. But then I started thinking about all the things that happened afterwards. I was on my deathbed. They told my parents at the beginning of the week they would give me until Saturday to come out my coma, or they was gonna pull the plug on me. Insurance wouldn't let them keep me on no longer. So my parents were trying to get together, trying to figure out what's the best move to do. Keep him on life support, keep him off. My parents had different views about it. In the meantime, this woman has her hand in the whole situation with my parents. Right? So they gave me until Saturday. I woke up Friday night at like 11:46, right? And I got it back together. The part that I want to point out to everyone is not only the magnitude of what happens when you don't get out, but also the survival and what can happen afterwards once you let go.
Hmm.
Since all that, I released my working on my second book that I'm releasing. I graduated a film school class for script writing, and happily in a new relationship with an empath.
Hmm.
Good God.
So yeah, if you the signs are telling you, God is telling you. To me, the way I analyzed this was I saw this in the first 6 months, right? Within the first 6 months, I saw these issues, but I thought that I could fix them and make them work out like most of us do. So I spent 13 years trying to get back those first 6 months of that relationship. And every time I stayed longer and longer, my condition got worse and worse and worse. So it went from being stressed to having high blood pressure to passing out to a stroke. That first stroke was a warning. I didn't put it together. Then I had the second stroke and was like, why is this happening? I still refuse to get out. The last one where all this happened was I still didn't want to believe this is what I couldn't believe that this is what I chose. I'm more smart and intelligent than that. I can't believe I chose this.
Wow.
So typical narc stuff. She left me. I have two children, right? She left me and the two children. This is when me and Harry connected because I looked up narcissism because my psychiatrist told me to do so. And the first video I saw was Harry O.
Mhm.
So I reached out to Harry O and was like, hey man, this is the situation I have. Ran everything down to him.
Mhm.
The way that I found out was we were supposed to be separating for a while. We were supposed to be regrouping. I look up on Facebook Live. She's on Facebook Live in the bed with another dude, loved up, hugged up. I was
What?
like, yeah, two children. My daughter was 6, my son was 4 at the time. So here I'm holding this bag, and my whole family, everyone that knew me, are watching this, and it turned into a soap opera. And from there, Harry O was trying to tell me like, it ain't what you think it is, champ. It's not that. It's not that. And I didn't listen to him. And so I thought that maybe that I could be cordial with them and stuff like that. So keep in mind, she left me and my children. Well, once I got sick the second time with the stroke, my kids were with me, but they went with her once I got sick. So being a responsible parent, whenever they were in school, I tried to call the school and ask them, hey, I'm their dad. Can I get information on them? Like they have something called the classroom dojo. That's where you find out how the grades are, if there's any issues with the class. So I'm speaking to the administrator or the social worker, and she's telling me there's no evidence of a father on this paperwork. So I'm like, well, I'm their father. My name's on their birth certificates. Can I get on the information? Can I get on so I could communicate and find out what's going on with these kids? She said, we got to ask the mom. I said, oh boy. So she called me back the next day and was like, yeah, we spoke to the kid's mom. She said you kidnapped the kids. And so we can't grant you permission to be on your kids' stuff. And from that moment, that was where everything declined because I'm still in a mode of trying to think like, I wouldn't do that to anyone. Why would you do that? We think that this is a normal situation and we give them too much credit to operate in normal, but that's far from the case. And me trying to figure it out and the stress of that trying to figure that out was devastating to me because I wouldn't do that to someone. And it landed me almost on my deathbed.
Wow.
Damn, bro.
But I'm here.
You just put
Yes.
everybody in this camp on the flow. On the flow. Everybody mouth just hit the flow when you bought your heart out, bruh. I've been on the floor since. I'm still on the floor.
Right?
Everyone has, we have our mental, emotional things that we go through, but let me be the example of what will happen to you, how you would deteriorate if you stay in that thing. Nothing good will come out of it. And I paid a heavy price for not listening to myself. And I've been so real with it. I don't blame her. I blame myself. I take the accountability for that because I knew years ago what I was dealing with, but I refused to acknowledge it. I made myself dumb, deaf, and blind. This is what happens whenever you play God, whenever you play blind, and you act like you don't hear God's voice.
Good God.
My God, like how powerful is that? That you had to become deaf, dumb, and blind in order to just survive the narcissist, survive the affliction that you so boldly have shared with us tonight. Like how, like that's such a powerful statement because I mean, as a person who just has scripture running through their mind, I think of like how the enemy comes to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. And when you say that, you went deaf, dumb, and blind, that has to be the work of even the enemy trying to keep you like blinded to what's really going on, or some radical level of denial so that you don't have to face the fact that this person is not who you think they always wanted them to be, at least.
I'm sitting here looking at the comments. I'm saying God's grace said to everybody, just when we think our situations are just the worst ever, there's always a situation that's more extreme. And we have had this conversation week after week after week. We don't understand how our bodies actually work. We don't understand the pressure that we put on ourselves when you are in a toxic, sick, grotesque environment with somebody that means you no good. That person's only goal is to get rid of you. And if they can make it look like they had nothing to do with it. And for everybody that really that still ain't really, bit into this is the devil we talking about. Hey Taurus, I just want you to just let everybody know, man, like when you going through all of this, where was she?
Okay, so when I came out my coma, I didn't know what was what. I had a hard time remembering certain things, even to this day, because I hallucinated so badly while I was in there. And I still got to try to decipher what was real, what was a dream, what was reality. So when I remember my first night of waking up, being cognizant, my nurse has her back to me and she's talking on the phone. And she turns around and she's like, "Your wife is on the phone." And for a little while, I was like, okay, cool. Like someone's calling for me. Like I have some support here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had communicated, we had talked for a couple of days, and then something happened where it was like literally like a block that was like, and I believe it was God telling me, you better not. Just like that, with that sort of stern, you better not. And I was like, from that day on, I decided to, you know what, let me go ahead with this no contact, put it into effect. And we had kids, so I to each his own on how you deal with situations like that. I didn't make myself available for anything other than the kids. I got them phones to communicate with them. If she wanted to say something to me, she could send me a message. I wasn't taking no phone calls from her. I didn't want to hear her voice. And you're going to get to the point eventually when you go through this thing long enough, you think about how you was addicted. But there's going to be a time where everyone, for y'all just starting off in this, just learning, there's going to be a period of time where you're disgusted and
Mm.
seeing their face, hearing their voice, whatever. When my kids are back with me now, right? Thank God. So when my kids are talking to her on the FaceTime, I tell them immediately, go in the room, go talk to your mom. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But she always tries to make herself, where's your dad at? Where's your dad at? Because the part of it that's interesting to me is watching the Hoover. And Harry O, me and you, I sent you messages to show you like what this Hoover's looking like now. Now she wants to send me memories. She wants to remind me of. She wants to remind me of good times. She's sending Google photo memories of me, her, and the kids.
Yep.
They're gonna come right back
And,
with the family thing.
That's
and
textbook. That's pattern right there. I think. My God, the memories, the memories.
one last thing, I'm gonna be quiet, right?
No,
For
take
those that are
your
going
time,
through this,
bruh. Take your time. You got the flow tonight.
Yep.
for
Okay.
those that are going through this, the karma is real. But I tell you this so much too. Your empath, we're built different. Our hearts are built different. Our minds are built differently. I know for a while we all wished there are periods of time I'd be like, damn, you still alive? But when that karma rolls around and starts hitting and you hear it or you see it, it don't feel good because it's like the human in us, the empath in us, doesn't want to see people suffer. And
That's
technically,
right.
this woman had my children. And do I want to see her suffer? Nope. But guess what? I stay out the way. Another interesting thing about this, we talk about the new supply getting at you. How about the flying monkeys getting at you, begging you, hey, can you come get this? Because I can't deal. I sent Harriet text messages of her top flying monkey that is hitting me up now like, yo, listen, I need you to come get her. I need you to do something with her. My response was, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's on y'all.
I don't want to. Y'all can have her. Okay. Like, and something. It's like I remember when we talked initially. And you were trying to get it together to cut her off, and you just wasn't there yet. And that's a big part of healing, y'all. I want everybody in the chat to know and understand that the first part of your journey, the first thing that's going to happen to you in your journey of getting back to you, getting back to a great place in your life, getting your life back, the first thing that you're going to do is make a decision.
Mm.
the first thing that you're going to do. Not think, I want to do this. Because we think of different things all day long that we want to do. But when your life actually is going to change, it's going to change because you made a decision.
Yeah.
The decision is not the easiest thing in the world to make, because sometimes when you make a decision, you know, you're making a decision to tear your family apart. And for people who have a heart, that is the most difficult thing in the world to do. I cannot think of anything that is worse than your family being pulled apart, section by section. I just can't think of anything. And to make that decision, oftentimes, especially when you're in a marriage and y'all got kids, you'll sit back and you'll say, man, I'll take the pain a little while longer. I'll deal with it. I can handle it. You will, you absolutely, and I'm gonna say, guys, this is how love is set up. It's set up in a way where it don't even bother you. It don't even bother you that you made that sacrifice, because you feel like you made it for your children. I'm gonna take this one for y'all. I'm gonna deal with this to keep, because I want y'all. And that's how we as empaths think. We look at life like, nah, man, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. I want y'all to have what I didn't have. And we literally will keep it together until it becomes so destructive that even we can no longer justify staying in this, because it has become so toxic. It has become so egregious that now I can see myself as a monster in front of my own children. And that's the last thing that we want to do. We grew up thinking about how one day we want to have a festive lifestyle. We want to have, happy Christmases for us to celebrate that, and birthdays and family gatherings and everything. Everything. See, as a child, you ain't thinking about this money trip everybody is on out here. When you a child, you ain't thinking like that. You thinking, I just want to have fun. I just want to be happy with my family. That's all you think like when you a child. Until you meet this devil. And nobody told us. Nobody told you when you were a kid that one day you're going to meet the devil. One day you're going to meet the devil, and you ain't going to know that it's the devil. You're going to think that it's somebody you love.
Wow.
Yeah.
You never imagine the devil will come dressed up in a pretty dress or a nice suit.
Come on.
Never imagine that. You think the devil is someone that's hideous and quite opposite. That's the allure.
That's right.
Hario, you had said something though, like, I mean, that narrative is so destructive when we think that we are responsible for tearing our families apart. It's
right.
so destructive because that's what keeps us there longer than we should be. We, instead of saying that, having the narrative of, if I confront this, leave this, escape from this, I'm tearing apart my family. When we make the decision, we have to understand that the decision comes with conflict, right? Potential conflict. And then we have to learn how to face conflict. Many empaths don't know how to deal with conflict. And so they end up being like the people pleasers, or trying to keep everything together until, that stress of keeping it together. And I'm sure, like, as I listened to Taurus's powerful testimony, it's like you're imploding from the inside now. right? Because it's like your body's working against your desire to be part of something that God's trying to pull you out of, right? So
Right.
I feel like as empaths, if that's what you want to identify yourself tonight, it's just so important to understand when you make a decision, when you decide enough is enough, you can't be afraid of the conflict. And even if you are afraid of it, you still have to face it. You still have to have courage, right? To face it. Because I'm telling you right now, you will have conflict. Absolutely. With narcissism. You will have to face the blame. People in your family, people that you thought were down for you will turn against you. There will be a backlash. And I think the more that we speak about it, prepare people for it, the more they'll hear testimonies like Taurus's and say, you know what, I'm not going to wait another day because it could be a day too late.
Hey, listen, I know for a fact somebody, not just somebody, it's a few people that felt that tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, the message was loud and clear this evening. Woo, go
I
ahead,
honestly believe that God allowed me to be here and stay here to be that cautionary tale for so many.
Yeah.
I know now I have purpose. I'm a writer, so I've always written, but now I have a narrow purpose of what my work is, and my work is to help others, to be an example.
Mm.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was scared before I came over here. I'm talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, I don't know, like I'm terrified. But the more I'm talking, the more I'm telling my story, I know somebody's listening. I know somebody will feel me, and this will hopefully someone will listen to this and be like, nah, if this could happen to him, it could happen. As long as you have a body, they consist of a brain, a heart.
Mm-hmm.
You're subject to anything happening because stress. This is an example of stress. Stress will kill you.
Come on.
Yeah.
Stress will kill you.
Yes, yes, and it's designed to do it in a way where it looks natural.
You ever notice? Now, I'm not an expert, but I've become quite familiar and acquainted with issues of the heart. You ever notice when you get upset about something or you got anxiety, what's one of the physical attributes you feel? Don't you feel your heart going like this?
Yeah.
Your heart beating? Your heart is pumping and it's stretching out and it's enlarging.
It's
What do you
overworking.
do when it enlarges to the point where it can't get no larger and it can't go back to the normal size?
Yeah.
That's stress. That's what happened to me. My heart refused to go back from this. My heart was like this and refused to go back to this. So now I'm walking around with this, and there's no oxygen getting to the rest of my body and almost killed me. Stress.
You
I wanna-
know, sorry, go ahead, China.
I want to say that in my situation, I stayed because I was familiar with that situation. And sometimes, because we are afraid of the unknown, we are willing to accept what's already known. And that's why we stay, because we're familiar with that type of environment. Like me, I grew up in it. And I don't think that I stayed for the kids. I stayed because at times when I thought about leaving, because I did everything for him, I would just look at him and say, I don't know what he would do without me. And so I was more so worried about his well-being than my own.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's nothing, even when you in its purest form, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the heart of a child of God. For us to be, that's our nature. That's pleasing to God. But to a narcissist, they weaponize that mercy, grace, forgiveness, favor, whatever it is that you've given them. And that's why it's so insidious. It's like, how could you take something so pure with no ill motive and just skew it and pervert it and turn it all around until it feels like that good heart that God gave you is working against you? You know, did you, Taurus, I want to ask you, like, did you ever like have, how did that affect your relationship with God? I know you said that you believe God allowed that to happen, but were you angry at all? Or did you have any frustration like with God with respect to the relationship and the fact that you are now in this situation?
What happened in layers? Now this is going with strokes. The first stroke, I didn't know why it happened. The second stroke, it was more like maybe it's time to change something what I do.
Mm.
The last time it was like, okay, I get it. I get it. And I would my relationship with God is a little bit different. The
Mm.
conversation we have is like me talking to a big brother, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a woman's voice as well. Neither here nor there. It was, I could hear my inner self saying, "You done yet? Do I gotta take
Mm.
something else from you? I done took your career from you. I done took your house, your car. I done took your kids from you. I done took your health. You done yet? You done?" And it was like, "Yeah, I think so. I'm done." Like literally with no choice. Like you have to really regroup yourself. And for me, one of the biggest components of getting myself back, because this all this came along with physical therapy as well. So with physical therapy, being in a coma, they say if you don't use it, you lose it.
Mm.
So I could not use my body at all. I had no strength whatsoever. I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to talk again. Basic skills like picking up a bottle, I had to learn all over again. And so while I'm learning all this stuff physically, I'm learning all this stuff mentally and emotionally. But it was in a weird way, it was kind of like a reset. Like, all right, we're even now. I get to start all over again.
Wow.
I forgave myself. I
Mm.
apologized to myself and I forgave myself. And I'll tell you though, despite all that, I believe that them things had to happen to me to get me to where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And it's good on its side. You look back and you be like, yeah. I mean, you gonna have your moments where you flash back and it could be painful and I was
Yeah.
telling my girlfriend tonight, like I was afraid of crying on here because despite all the stuff that happened, I hadn't cried. I don't know like if why that should even be a thing, but it's like, am I avoiding the emotion of it? But it's like it's good over here, man. It's making it through there is like really surviving the fire. And it's good over here. And I couldn't be more happy right now.
Right.
I lost everything to gain so much more. I mean, I
Yes.
literally lost my whole life that was once upon a time to gain something different.
I think you are like me because I didn't cry. And I think we cry so much during the marriage that we have no more tears to give. None.
Yeah.
And that's why I couldn't give them any more. And I do understand what you're going through because, like I was telling Harriet one day, my sister has that exact same thing. But she's a narcissist and she don't take care of herself. She go out, eat what she want, drink what she want. They had to take her off the list for a heart transplant because she wasn't doing right. And she just run and she do all this stuff out of fear of missing out. They don't care about their health because they worried about what's going on out there in the world and they want to participate in it and be important and feel like they mean something to somebody because they don't mean nothing to themselves.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds to me, Taurus, that you pretty much had a Job experience where you lost everything, like you said. And somehow, and I think this is so important for all the viewers tonight who are sitting there and wondering, how's God going to build my life back again? You know, how am I going to survive after some of our viewers have had a cancer diagnosis? Some have had, you know, mental illness issues, suicidal thoughts. I mean, for you, it's broken heart syndrome. And, I hope you don't mind that you'll be in my prayers moving forward, that you live a long life to declare the work and the purpose and to fulfill the assignment that God has for your life. And also, like, what would you say to some of these our viewers tonight who are in the huddle, who are listening to you right now, and they do have, stage 4 cancer, and they do have, autoimmune deficiency disorders, all stemming from, maybe they don't say it out loud, but we know that it's largely rooted in narcissistic abuse and that it does physiologically change the body and mind. What would you say to them tonight, if you don't mind? Yes.
You got to love yourself to walk away from what's comfortable. You got to love you. You have to literally make the choice of whether you're going to live or let this person or this situation kill you. You're valuable, and you're valuable to someone else. The thing that kept me alive was my writing and my children. And I realize now the power and the value that I have both as a father and as a writer. So I got to be here. There are people that are relying on me. There are people that I'm valuable to. And I fell back and learned the difference between love and value. Love is the emotion that you have for someone or someone has for you that really doesn't do anything. Harry, I love you, bro. Thanks, but that does nothing for you. But I value you because you've given me a opportunity to tell my story. I value you as a mentor in my life. So therefore I reciprocate what you give back to me. That's what the real meaning of love is. The value and showing that person or people that they're valuable to you by your actions.
Yeah.
Can't talk your way into my life no more and tell me whatever. It sounds good, but I'm watching, I'm listening. Yes. I can't get caught up in that again. And I have to, more important than anything else, myself. I listen to that little voice inside me. I let it guide me.
There you go. That's it. That's the most important thing, man. I mean, at the end of the day, you got a testimony that, again, you're going to change some parts of the world tonight, Yeah. People can no longer look at things the same way because it just hit a little different when you got certain examples in front of you of what can happen when you just refuse to hear. You refuse to submit to that voice in you.
Yes.
When we walk away from ourselves, man, God gave us all free will.
Yeah.
He gave us all free will.
Yeah.
And,
what is wrong with this internet?
You got me. But we so focused and laser focused on how I'm going to keep this situation together. How am I going to stay with this person? How are we going to work this out? And we ain't even thought 1 second about your health. See, because you know what? Most of the time we're young. Most of the time we're young and we ain't even thinking about stuff like that. We know it, man. I got another 20, 40 years before I'm, thinking about some health issue. But that's where they start when you're young. And when you're dealing with those chemicals in your body and your body is constantly just pushing the wrong chemicals into the right organ, it's going to cause bad things to happen. And I'm saying, if you think this devil don't know this, man, that's how he been winning. That's the only way that he can win is when you don't know.
Yeah.
That fool is equipped. He's equipped to come here to divide, to conquer, to
Mhm.
destroy. He wants you totally, completely destroyed. And he will come through a woman, a man, it doesn't, a child, your mama, your daddy, whoever, whoever he has to go through to bring about destruction. Y'all look at the world that we living in. Y'all just look at the world.
Yeah.
In a world where nobody wants to obey any rules. You know, I want to do what I want to do, and I don't want nobody telling me nothing. Well, you know, it's one thing to say that I'm free and I can do what I want to do, but people who are mature know that when you become an adult, that's when you can't just do anything you want to do. You're responsible for other people. So you can't just, oh, well, I'm just doing this. See, that's what I'm saying. We just look at it and we don't, then we'd allowed them to excuse me, to confuse us into thinking that nah, it's just a person that the relationship didn't work out, you know, and we just so ready to forgive them. We just so ready to write it off as, you know, they just didn't work out. We don't,
Ariel, real quick,
yeah.
real quick. Before I forget, I want to mention this.
Go
I've
ahead.
heard you mention on several shows that the narc wants you dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Thinking when he said to me, well, I guess he refused to die, huh?
Oh my gosh.
So all I'm saying is who but the devil even thinks like that?
So
You know what
when
I'm saying?
my parents were going back and forth with the decision to either keep me alive or to let me
Good
die,
God, bro.
my father was like he didn't see me experimented on. My mother
Ooh.
was, I'm not gonna let him go. She was the one that was like, let him go. Let him go. Yeah, man. Let him go. And she told me boldly, I was helping to plan your funeral. And my dad told me she came up with the whole theme of my funeral and how it was going to be, where it was going to be, the whole 9 yards, like a memorial. I wasn't surprised. I was like,
Crazy.
How long were you in the on life support for, Taurus?
a month and a half.
Wow.
Wow, man.
And so, sorry, I'm just so curious. I live in Canada, where even here they only allow you, and depending on the province that you're in, they only allow for 48 to 72 hours before they pull the plug, by law. Okay, so when you say that, depending on where you are in this world, if you were in Canada, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So like it's, and in fact, God rest his soul, I have a family friend of a friend has a friend who's burying their son today. He was on life support and they took him off life support after 24 hours. So I'm saying that to say, for those of you who are watching from all over, not just America, that you really are a living testimony. In many parts of the world, they would have pulled that plug and you wouldn't be here as glowing, like speaking so eloquently and powerfully. You know, if you had never told me about, as I came online, if you had never explained, you know, your illness, I would never know. If he never lifted, if you never picked up the bag with your heart in it, I would have never known. So God, like, This is powerful. And it's so encouraging that even I always say it all the time, God can bless you in your land of affliction. The world won't tell you. The narcissistic systems of this world will serve you a death certificate, you know? But even though you might have been slain, you might have been attacked, you've been tested and you've tried, you are still here. And it's amazing. I'm just in awe. I'm in total awe. And I give God for your life.
Allow me to correct myself for a minute. I was in the coma for like a month and a half. How long I was on life support, I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
It's just that these people don't have no bottom. And they enjoy putting us in situations that they couldn't survive in. And then when you make it out of there, they hate you even more because if the shoe was on the other foot, they would have folded. They just yeah.
Yeah, 100. That's facts.
Yeah.
The narcissist, I said this to the narcissist one day in my life. I said, you can never be me. This is near the end. You are too weak. See, I always thought I was the weak one. So many of us have thought that we were the weak one, and somehow the narcissist was more powerful, supreme, smarter, whatever it is. And that's another thing that kept us until one day I realized that the narcissist wanted you dead, Taurus, because the narcissist was threatened by your
internet, man.
In some form or fashion, they are completely threatened by the empaths.
Can I show y'all something real quick? If you can see it.
To the other side. There you go. Oh my gosh.
My God. Woo.
That was you?
That was me.
I tell you, I saw one of those one time. It was with a cousin. I had a cousin. And when you in that and they have you, I remember going to the hospital to see him, and he was in one of those beds that it has you elevated, and it had some type of tubes going directly into his neck. And the moment I saw it, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. I was like, okay, they preserving him. But this situation right here and he walked out of there. But
my father lives in Virginia. So I'm in Pittsburgh. I live in Pittsburgh, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was coming to say goodbye, pretty much.
Wow.
This is an old school blue collar dude, no emotion type of guy. It's funny because I dreamt about this and I told him about it whenever I woke up. But he said he came to the room, saw me, and was like, I can't do it. Everything in him broke because he knew I was gone. So when I woke up a couple of days later after he saw me, I FaceTimed him. I FaceTimed quite a few people. Everyone's face was, "You're alive?"
Wow.
But I was out of here, man.
Man, we so glad that you here though.
Yeah.
You made it. You know, and I'm saying that's the victory, man. You know, God spared you. He wanted you to save some people. He wanted you to help some people. He wanted you to let some people know that I got you. But you got to let me get you.
Yes.
You made it through.
I've been giving me the platform and the strength to tell my story. Because honestly, I didn't want to. When I got your text message today, when I got your text today, I was like, damn, I thought he forgot about me. But
nah, man. But you know, that's how we are. We want to be able to just hold it back, and we don't, because it gets so bad. See, what you just described, that's what so many people in this chat are going through, just in different ways.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, people dealing with stuff that's so embarrassing. They're dealing with stuff that, man, I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to remember how horrific this situation was.
Yeah.
So when they see people that stand up, because you could have just took the story and just kept it to yourself, but then you can't help nobody with it. You can't help nobody see, look, man, it's a voice inside of you talking to you every day. And I'm saying this, man, my thing now is I know for a fact, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm telling you what I know. I ain't telling you what I think.
Right.
I know that
Right.
all it takes for you to be happy is you got to decide, man, I'm going to be happy today. And you got to get up every day that God allows me to wake up. The first thing that I know is, all right, man, I got picked again today. I win. I got picked. I win. I'm having a beautiful day.
Yes.
Because everybody didn't get picked this morning.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And y'all sitting here right now looking at a man that was wondering how many more days is he going to get picked.
Wow.
And he here right now because he got picked again. So for you to sit back and to say, well, maybe, maybe the person ain't a narc. Maybe it's me. How many times did you think like that, Taurus?
Almost every day I was with her.
Yeah.
Almost every day.
Y'all see what self-doubt looks like?
There was never a day where if something didn't happen, it felt crazy, like something missing. Like it's too peaceful to the point where their chaos becomes your chaos.
Yeah.
Every
12
single day, man. Every single, and that's another thing. That's another sign when you wake up and you're dealing with this. You waking up to somebody, and every day you wonder what they gonna start today. From the very beginning, what are they going? You start your day. Put your game face on. That's the first thing you do when you live with a narcissist.
Yeah.
You got to put your game face on because you got to figure out, okay, what they on today.
Mm-hmm.
What this joker on today. What they about to try today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when they see that you kind of alert, they'll soften it up for you. Yeah, they give you the look, but it don't start out with good morning, good day. It start out with, hey, because they never want to wish anything good on you. You around somebody that got their mind made up.
Yeah.
That you are the target
Yeah.
and you don't even see it.
Yeah.
You don't even know. You at war in your house.
Yeah.
Your place that's supposed to be your sanctuary, the place of peace. You are at war. There is no peace. That's right, Connie. There is no peace. When you're around a narcissist, you around the devil. Who else can you be around that you just never feel at peace, at rest, at a calm. You don't feel that love coming to you. It ain't by accident. You don't feel that because it is not in the room.
Right.
That devil don't got it in him. And you just sitting there and you waiting. Well, maybe one day this will happen. And I done been into it too long to let it go. I'm gonna stick it out. I done been in it all this time. Sometimes it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
You've reduced your life. Your gift Good God. You got one life. You got one. I promise you. You get to the end of this one, you're going to look right back and say, man, what was I doing? What was I thinking? And I saw it every day. And why did I not stand up? Why did I not just say, nah, man, not no more. Not no more today, tomorrow, to nothing. There are people out here that have left this tragedy and moved on to nothing. I mean, they didn't have nothing. I'm talking about they didn't have 50 cents in their pocket. Did not have nothing. Did not have a place to go. But guess what? As long as you wake up today, man, you don't know what God got for you. You don't understand what God got for you. He didn't wake you up to lose. He did not wake you up to lose. If you are here for a purpose. There is a purpose on your life. There is a purpose on your life. And when you sitting there making deals with this devil every day, you basically acting, you pretending you happy. You got a mask on. When you are with the devil, you are wearing a mask. You are sitting there every day, you pretending. And then when you go out with that thing, you go out and you pretending, here come some people we know. Let's smile. Let's act like we happy. Let's act like we got a real relationship so they don't know how treacherous this situation is.
It's so true.
You go somewhere with the narc, they either walking up ahead of you or they walking behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because they doing a survey everywhere they go.
Yeah.
It's always up. And listen, they here for opportunity. It's always going to be an opportunity for them. Everything that y'all do, they looking for how they going to destroy something. That is it. And everybody that's in this chat tonight, I want y'all to understand something. This is coming from the married side of narcissism.
Yeah.
Okay. For all of y'all that swear that's what you want.
Oh my God.
For all of y'all that swear that this is what you got to have from this narc. This is what it looks like. This is where you putting yourself at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
do you part
yourself in the double jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying, I want to not only, I don't care, they'll change. Yeah, they're gonna change. But it's only gonna get worse every single day. This devil don't have no reverse button when it comes to being evil.
Right.
No, it only gets progressive. They only get better at abuse.
Yeah.
Who could sit there and stand and watch? I'm saying anybody. Your worst enemy. Your worst enemy. Could you see yourself just saying, yeah, I thought you was dead, and with a smile on your face? Because that ain't what we are. Man, we can keep it. Listen, y'all. Y'all can keep on sitting back and thinking that because nobody's saying this is the devil, that it's not. You ain't ever gonna smile because you happy when you with that devil.
Yeah.
Okay? You are only going to have happy moments. Okay? You will not have a happy life. You are not here to serve this devil. This devil, everybody who has lived with one, everybody who has been in a relationship, in a torturous marriage to that thing, you already know what hell feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what hell feels like when you've been with a narcissist.
Yeah.
You've been in hell. You have been to hell.
Ariel.
Mhm.
Come on, y'all go ahead, talk about it.
I've been very transparent about my story. And I wanted to go back to the beginning of where I started from was I take accountability for this. I didn't really want to come on and talk about them, but I can't talk about my story without talking about it.
Right.
But where I'm at now is enough about them. What are we doing? We know what they do. We all have the same identical story of the
Identical.
love bomb, the
Woo.
discard, the
Come on,
the valuation. I mean,
come
we
on.
all have the same thing. But what are we doing? Are we still there in that same place? What are we doing to get out that place? And that's what I want to talk to the people about. I want to be more of a solution based type of helper if I
Yes, sir.
could.
Yes, sir. We gonna go right into that. Hold, let me read the super chats real quick. We got some people in there. Okay. Oh man, my man Lawless, thanks for that super chat champ. Said I had a lot of hate. I had a lot of hate for her. She hurt the children by destroying the family. And she told my daughter that I wasn't supposed to leave town. The nerve. Ah man. Full circle essential said, "Hurry, yo. The devil knows all about us." Good grace. Dude, dump the devil. We the devil know us better than we know ourselves, man. Thanks for that super chat, Queen Leandra. Mwah. Said, family, remember the devil calls you by your pain. Whoo! The queen dropped it in here tonight. She said, the devil, remember, family, the devil calls you by your pain, not your name. We shall, we must, and we will be warriors. Whoo! That was powerful right there. Hey, so Taurus, you're right, man. You're right. But I think that most of the time, man, this channel really is dedicated to helping those people because see, the first part of this is see, you're in a different place. You see how it feels now to be in a
Yeah.
different place where you're holding yourself accountable. You're following now. You're following the steps that it takes for you to get to another place. So now you feel different. But guess what? Remember when you were one of the just like everybody else. Remember when you couldn't make that decision to just, hey, I ain't got nothing to say to that thing over there no more. Remember those
Part,
days?
part of it, in order to get there to heal,
Mm-hmm.
you got to sit in it for a little while. You can't run from it.
Yeah.
There's a period of time where I didn't want to turn the radio on. I didn't want to drive past a certain part of town type stuff. But there's a point in time where you just gotta face it and sit in it.
Yeah.
Make this
And when you accept it, then you'll start to heal from it. I just don't want people to get stuck there. That's all. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not.
that's the
I'm
thing.
not
So
blowing
that's
past.
why we focus on that part right there. That's exactly why I'm intentional about that. I want to focus on that part right. See, the thing is this. Once you get to that place where you make a decision, after that, you free after that. But the difficulty is, see, we by design, naturally, we are going to heal anything we're around. We're natural healers. We're going to fix whatever's broken that is around us. If someone around us is broken, that's how the narcissist is able to manipulate us so well because they know that we have a default.
Yeah.
And that default is I'm going to make, even if it hurts me, I'm
Yeah.
going to help you.
Yeah.
So we don't have this understanding that, man, this person knows what they're doing. We don't even think like that because you didn't think like that. You didn't think that and I'm going to tell you, I know you were sitting there thinking, there's no way she knows what she's saying to me to say the stuff that she's saying.
Mm.
It's no way. But she knew. She absolutely sat there and stood on it, and she was hoping. She was praying to her father, the devil,
Mm.
that can we get this one?
Yeah.
But the beautiful side of it is that her father don't have control.
Yeah.
We win.
Yes.
We win. And look at you. She still got an answer to not finishing that assignment.
Yep. And you know what? Let me say this. Narcissists, they're like arsonists. They'll start a fire and then they run off and come back to the scene of the crime and see they only caused smoke damage. So now they trying to get back in to finish because a house not burned is a house of evidence.
Mm.
And it will reveal the criminal.
Come on. Come on.
Wow.
Come on. Just like that. Just like it's going to leave that evidence.
Yep.
Hey, listen, and that's the one thing that this devil hate more than everything. Don't expose me. Don't show people how I'm getting in their life and destroying them. Don't tell people what we doing. That's what this devil is saying. This
Yep.
devil is saying it every single day. No, what y'all doing? Y'all telling everything. The devil was the most beautiful angel.
Yeah.
So he was the one they was least suspected. The angels, they were all in heaven together, right? That's the story they told us. They was all in heaven together. How did they know that those was the devils? Because they revealed themselves.
Yeah.
The same way the narc has revealed themselves. But initially, when you see them, hey, we all look alike. We all look alike. And most of the time when you're dealing with a narc, most of them look at least decent, but some of them actually look really good.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, again, guys, man, I did not know. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't know my man was gonna come in and drop all that on us like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. I'm sitting here with my seatbelt done came off. My gosh. But I'm sure glad that, you came in here to really help some people. Because I promise you done set some people free tonight, man. Because there's so many people. It's some good-hearted people out here that don't know how to break something. They don't know how to break a family up. It's the most painful thing in the world to them. They don't know how to break up a family. And their attitude is, no, I'm just not going to do it. But they standing in pain every day. They being tortured.
Yeah.
They being manipulated. They being broken down day by day by day. That's how this monster works.
Yeah.
And this monster knows you ain't got it in you to break up that family. And even when you get to that place where you get mad enough, they gonna come back and be the victim. And they begging, please, baby, please. Let's put this family back together, please.
With that voice too.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. They gonna put on a show. They gonna perform because they're actors.
Yeah.
You dealing with the show enough devil. Don't learn it twice. Don't learn the lesson twice, y'all. These people mean to do you harm. They mean to do you harm.
Yeah.
And they bringing it to you in a way. This devil come to you in a way where you don't even see it. And it's done so gradually that nobody would even notice it. Y'all
Nope.
look at the world and how many people you know that ain't here no more. How many people that you see and they talk about it coming down your timeline. You just go on social media.
Yeah.
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 People are leaving up out of here. And why? Ain't none of them old.
Yeah.
I'm to the point now, I'm surprised when I see somebody that passes away because they old. They
Yeah.
done made it up to 90 years old. It is a shock to me at this point. Because now, this like in they teens and they 20s and 30s. It's like, man, what happened? This devil is busy. And as long as we don't look at it and see it as that, and see, we let, science, modern day science, depict our minds and tell us how, well, you got this kind of narcissist, and then you have people that are bipolar, and then you got these other people over this other set over here, these people are this, these people are that, and it's all about chemical imbalance in their mind. Listen, y'all. Now let's keep this. We just gonna use layman's terms. You dealing with the devil. Don't matter what kind of mask they have on, whether it says they bipolar, narcissist, or or whatever they are. You dealing with the devil.
Yeah.
As long as you know this the devil. This the devil. As long as y'all take that part of the message with you, then we win. You dealing, that's the devil. I know that we've been taught as children watching them scary movies. Mhm. that like what's that one with the kid, the baby that was evil, that was supposedly was friends with the devil or something. I forgot.
Damien?
It wasn't Damien, it was another one. But Damien is another one. You know what I'm saying? Damien is another one. Growing up, we were groomed. Guys, we were
Yeah.
groomed. You watching the television program, and it programmed our minds to think that no, the devil. And I'm saying this because this is how I grew up. This is exactly what I was feeling. That okay, if I was near a devil, then I would be shaking, and it would be this intense feeling around the devil. Because the devil is so evil that you can feel it. So when you actually come up and meet a devil, you don't even know it because you expecting something totally different. You expecting somebody out of pocket, out of line. You expecting somebody that's overly aggressive, act all crazy and insane, and they walking around with these worship the devil signs on them. Those are not devils. Nah, they ain't nothing but distractions. They might be his demons, but those ain't nothing but distractions to make you think that, oh wow, they're gonna have all these piercings and they're gonna have the horns and stuff in their head, and and they're gonna be red and nothing but and the devil is the master of deception.
Yeah.
We spoke the other night about the language. The language of the devil is lie. That's it. Everything that the devil tells you it's either a direct lie or it is attached to a lie. The devil doesn't even speak with a solid truth. That's like he can't be a devil no more. How you gonna be the devil but you tell the truth? Those two are contrary. That's why God can't lie, right?
Yeah.
You can't be God and be a liar. Come on, man, don't work like that.
Let me give you guys a biblical comparison.
Give it to us.
Jonah 1:13 through 15. Jonah ran from God. He boarded a ship. God sent a storm on the water. They trying to figure out, is it this, throwing stuff off? He hiding in the bottom, knowing that he's the cause of this storm, and he's willing to take people down with him. And so he tell them to throw him off the ship, and then the storm go away. And that's our lives. Like the narcs coming, they run from God, come into our lives, cause a storm, knowing that the storm is they the cause of it. And then we throwing, trying to fix things, trying to change things, saying, God, why? Why is this storm in our life? And the whole time he's saying it's because of the person laying next to you.
Mm, mm, mm. Come on.
That's a great. I love that example, and even to add a little bit to it, the reason why they kicked him off is because God gave him a word to give to Nineveh, and he didn't speak the word. Some of us have been given an assignment that we have been running away from, and God has caused calamity to the point where he's put you in the belly of a fish. He designed, because it doesn't say a whale. Everybody says a whale, but it says some kind of beast in the water, and then this beast spewed him out. So it's crazy that when I think of Taurus and his testimony and how he knew from the very beginning, and some of us knew from the very beginning, and God allowed that storm, like China is saying, to create such a whirlwind, take us off our equilibrium. The attack was coming, but God was creating the perfect storm for Jonah to have an encounter with him. So this is why it's so crazy, because what the enemy meant for evil, God will turn around for good. The narcissist meant intentionally, purpose, design, strategize evil all over your life.
What's wrong with my internet?
The devil's a liar, okay? But this is the thing. It's just crazy to me how much this devil wants to kill us. It's crazy to me how envious and jealous the devil is of us human beings. And it's time that we actually recognize, hey, I understand why this devil is so jealous of me. I understand why this devil doesn't want me to prosper. So for some of you that are going through like hell on a whole nother level, that should be an indication that your breakthrough, that something awesome is about to take place, no matter what it looks like.
There you go.
The bigger the narc, the bigger the blessing.
There you go. That was beautiful. Right on point. Hey, Taurus, I know that you definitely can attest to exactly what she just said. Oh, we got China is going through it back there with her internet. But, like I said, I know that you could verify that, when you got away from the narc, that everything started to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me getting away from the narc allowed me to get closer to myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was a conflict of interest that couldn't operate in the same place at the same time. One had to get let go, and I wasn't willing to let myself go.
Man, I
don't mean to make it sound so simplistic, but in my mind, it was like a matter of choices. And I chose wrong for a long time, and finally I chose me.
There you go. You chose you.
And I love, I'm sorry, because I think it was really amazing, even your perspective of focusing on the healing. I try to do that also along with Hario, getting people empowered in and out of narcissistic abuse. But I think it's just amazing. I want to highlight the aspect of forgiveness of yourself, like forgiving yourself, and accountability. Like, I think for so many of us, it's almost offensive when you come out of or are in narcissistic abuse or coming out of it. And people, like, I remember that was like a very triggering thing. Like, well, why did you stay for so long? I'm like, how could you say that to me? Initially, like, well, you don't know what I've been through. Like, like, it was so upsetting until, like you said, Taurus, you spend time with yourself sitting in that discomfort of like, what happened that I chose that? Can you like, I know we're being transparent tonight, as long as you're comfortable, like, can you trace back to where that came from? Like, why did it take so long to you to take accountability? Is like for choosing the narc instead of feeling like the narc solely chose you?
I was codependent. My whole upbringing, the things that I had been through in my life made me perfect pickings for that kind of abuse. I'm a poet, and I have a part in one of my poems where I said something along the lines of, I would cry, look to the sky, why the clouds above me black. I just wanted someone to love and have them love me back. And I was always looking for love. I was always looking for validation from outside of myself. And so that was the very origin of how I was able to get caught up in such a thing. The time came where I had to face everything that was going on, and I had no choice but to accept responsibility and take accountability for it. It was like you don't have nowhere to run. It's like someone hunting down and they got guns on you. You have nowhere to go except for to deal with this situation. That's what my back was against the corner. I had to come out swinging, and come out swinging was fighting myself to accept the fact that I co-signed my own abuse.
Powerful.
Come on.
I was the author and the co-signer of it.
I co-signed my abuse. Wow. Sorry, I gotta write it down. Like, I co-signed that's so powerful. Never heard it said like that.
Yeah. I'm
we could
so glad to just see you at a place where everything we talked about, man, you throwing it right back at me, because that is the cure. That is the cure. When you're able to look in that mirror and say, wow, look at what you've done to yourself.
Yeah.
You owe yourself an apology. You owe that person an apology for what you have allowed that person to put up with. That is when we get to that place of healing. That is how we heal. When you're able to hold yourself accountable. And yeah, I get it. For a long time, you feel with so much anger, and confusion. And you just trying to figure out, like, what the heck is going on? What is going on here?
Yeah.
What, like, and sometimes you even feel like, man, hold up. Is God playing a prank on me or something? Like, what did I do? That's what we get. We literally get in that space where we like, man, what did I do to deserve this, to bring all this on? What did I do? And at the end of the day, we look back at it, and when we really are honest with ourselves, it's like, hey, you know what? The narc has done some really low-level things to me.
Yeah.
But what have I done?
Yeah.
What does that look like when I can look at the situation and say, I saw this and I still went with it. I knew this. I knew you was a liar. I knew you was a thief. I knew you were a cheat, and I still participate in the game.
It's like them having a gun and you loading it for them. You loading it and giving it back to them. Here you go.
And each time you go back, you give them an extra bullet for it.
Each time, loading the gun, everything,
Yeah.
just helping, aiding and abetting the entire process.
So
Man,
it says something more about us, sometimes more than them. Like the question is like you talked about forgiveness. I'm just trying to pull some stuff out for people. Like, how do you forgive yourself for co-signing on your abuse, or how do you forgive yourself for pointing a bullet at yourself through somebody else's hand, if you will? It's like taking someone's hand and
That's right.
turning it towards you. They're holding it,
There
and
you
you're
go.
like, how do you forgive yourself from that? And I think some of us are still that. For some of us who even moved forward, and you're looking back and you've lost decades, not months, but years and decades, gone through so much. And like Harvey is saying, you have one life. What did you say to somebody who spent 40 years? I talked to a woman the other day, was married for 42 years from she was a young woman. And this narcissist all of a sudden turns up and leaves when she has cancer. As soon as they found out she had cancer, he refused to feed her in the house. He refused to serve her in the house as she's going through chemo and all these types of things. And you're sitting there and she's 60 something years old and spent her entire life with this man for her to just leave her with the house, with like just left. She had to take on everything. Start all over at 64. What do we say to somebody like that?
That's the devil. That's the devil. I mean, who would do that
Question?
but the devil?
But how
Is
do
that
you
a rhetorical-
recover?
How do you what?
Recover from that? I want us to because I want us to really just like Taurus, your story is so real because to somebody else they're watching right now and they're still thinking that couldn't happen to me.
Yep.
They're still so surreal. For you to say that you have broken heart syndrome, like, yeah, we're watching this and it's great and we're going to turn this off. And some of us are going to still be thinking, like, some of us are going through illness right now. Some of us have illness in our body. It hasn't even manifested. Some of us are like, oh, you know what? Are not taking the fact that we're in denial that we've spent 30 years in a bad situation. Like, how do you recover after so long? Yeah, I'm asking these questions because I feel like you have some great answers in you.
For me, I had no choice but to go on the self. My body was paralyzed. I couldn't do anything but lay there. In the process of me laying there, I decided, like, I'm reading this book by a guy named, just a sidebar, I'm sorry. I'm reading a book by a guy named Krishna Numurti. It's called Think on These Things. And this book asks two questions throughout the book: how and why. And my how and whys was, how did I get here and why? I had to go back and deal with my inner child of 6, 7 years old, dealing with my own abuse that allowed me to, or it made me susceptible to just want that love that I felt like I didn't get whenever I was a child.
Yeah.
And I had to go back and I had to go talk to that kid and I had to love him through it to get myself back. Maybe it's different for everyone else, but in order for grown Taurus to deal with this, I had to go back and deal with child Taurus, which is quite opposite of what the narcissist does, right? They get stuck in their childhood and they can't go past it. Well, I had to go back to the childhood to pull me back to now. That's the only way I know how to deal with it. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have anything for entertainment but my mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think how you can forgive yourself and get through this, because you have to remember when you went into that situation, your intentions were pure. Your heart was pure.
That's right.
And if you can
Yeah,
always
because I
remember, you can forgive yourself. You didn't have no ill will intent towards that person. Everything you did was pure.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and
and
we.
if you have a good heart, if you're a person that has a good heart, you're not going to try to go and purposely do something. Now, we're human. Do we make mistakes? Will we
Yeah.
hurt people? Yes, but we're not going out trying to ruin and destroy lives and families. We're not
No,
trying to
No.
destroy someone's life emotionally because of us playing with them. It's not what we
that's
do.
no, that's not who we are.
Yeah.
Wow, man. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Man, we usually just have a different feel, a different flow in here, man. But so you done hit us with so much truth and reality tonight.
Yeah. For sure.
And people not gonna be able to just walk out here. I'm so glad you came with this message tonight because people who heard it, and man, it's gonna be thousands of people to hear it. They're gonna be impacted by it. They're
That's
gonna be impacted by it, and people are gonna make decisions because we often look at our situation like it's the worst out there. And then you see somebody else's situation, you're like, whoa, this ain't even that bad. And we don't take a second to just look at and say, wow, you know what? Man, what if, just what if I decided today that I'm going to enjoy the rest of this life? What's stopping me? Well, I got this family, I got this person
mm,
here I'm married to, and we got a whole lot the split and this and that. Well, Taurus, we're gonna really put the heavy weight on them on this one. All right, we're gonna put the sandbags on them with this one. So what do you say to those people that feel like, well, I don't want to start all over again, and we got a nice home here, and I don't want to, leave this nice home because my money ain't right, and maybe it ain't that bad. What do you say to those people that just holding on to stuff that's material, but they stand in turmoil?
Is the material worth your life, of your peace, of your health, your peace of mind? I I had a great career, and because I can't physically do the job anymore, I worked in nuclear plants. Sound like some good money, right? Yeah, it was. And I had a certain lifestyle that I lived, gone. It was more of the idea for me of what success looked like. I didn't want to let go for the same reasons because it looked on the outside, it looked
mm,
good. But inside, I was going through hell every day.
oh my God.
And the hell turned in on me. That's why I take so much responsibility for it because I knew. I mean, if I go back to the very beginning, this is since we're talking about this and I'm going back in the mental Rolodex, just thinking about
Hmm.
certain. I think the second date, she told me, "You sure you want to deal with me? I'm not right now." Instead of taking that advice,
Ooh,
and I'm gonna
don't
fix
they
this.
tell the story? Man,
I'm not
those
right now.
narcissists will tell you. They absolutely will tell you that you're dealing with the devil. You sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Woo, man. Hey, look, Leah said, yeah, it was Rosemary's Baby, Leah. That's what I got stuck on right there. Let me read this. Vanessa Marie. Vanessa Marie had a super chat. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa said the devil is not only in the details, the devil is in denial. Kingdom love must be taught, y'all.
Yeah.
Whew, man, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, tonight, boy, oh boy, I came on here talking big. I was talking heavy, like, yeah, man, I got one for y'all tonight, and I ain't even know. I did not know that. Oh my goodness, Charles, I didn't know you was gonna come in here, like a heavyweight champ.
Me
But
neither.
again, at the end of the day, man, you came in here and you did incredible, man. We all thank you for sharing this story with us, because you have impacted all of us. You hear me? You have impacted all of us in here, man. I thought I was gonna have to go get the tissue and everything out of this camp. I was like, oh, let's slow this dude down here, because I ain't even ready. I ain't even got my defense up yet.
Can I add on one more thing to all of this too?
Oh man,
Is that
you got the flow, champ?
my mother stayed by my bedside the whole time I was in that coma, right?
Mm-hmm.
My first interaction with her that I can remember was her telling me, boy, you got a story to tell. My mom passed away, and before she did, she reminded me, better tell that story, boy. So it's like I feel like I owe it to not just myself, but to my mother that stood by me, because there's a level of guilt that I feel like my mom had cancer and she had beat it. But once I went into the hospital, it's like she went into remission. And so I came home and her cancer came back and died not long after I came home. So there's a part of me that I know is that I feel like she sacrificed herself spiritually and emotionally for me. I feel like she was giving pieces of herself up for me. And so I feel like I don't have a choice but to tell this story. I'm not looking for clout, fame, notoriety. I'm talented enough to get them things, but this particular part right here, I got to tell this because I know it's going to help someone else. And if I can help someone at least start the process to heal themselves,
oh man, look here.
I feel like I did my job.
Oh, you did that job. Yes, sir. You done did the jobby job tonight.
Yes.
I promise you, this message resonated with everybody that put their ears in this chat tonight. Everybody, and it was delivered. Man, brother, I'm gonna tell you, man. I needed tissue when you said my heart is right here in this bag. I was stuck right there, man. I was, whoa, hold up. You going too deep, champ. You were too deep. I ain't that deep, okay? I'm sitting here like, bro. And then it hit me, like, wow, that's how serious this is. That's how serious it is. And God telling people, man, look, I got you, but you're going to need to listen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I ain't never told nobody to follow what I'm telling you. I ain't telling you to follow what nobody else is telling you. My only message is God is talking to every last one of us.
Yeah.
He talking to everybody right now. Follow what God is telling you. He leading you. Just follow. Whatever it feel like. If it hurt a little bit, you got to make some sacrifices you don't want to make. Do what he telling you. Do what he telling you. Because he got that control on everything we doing.
I want to say, Doris, that what God said to you was, don't worry about picking up pieces to that heart. I got a new one for you. Whole heart.
Go ahead. Dang, that was powerful. Man, let's get out of here, y'all. Let's get out of here. I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it. Huh? Gracious, man. This meeting was incredible, y'all. I don't know how to thank y'all, man. I don't know how to thank y'all other than just saying thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. I want to see us win, man.
Yeah.
I want to see us win. Leisha, that overflow gonna be off the chain tonight. somebody heard that message tonight, man.
Wow.
And we thank you, man.
Yeah.
I just want to thank y'all for providing me a safe landing space to be able to feel comfortable to tell my story.
Whoo, bro. Anytime, man. Anytime. You hear me? Anytime. Ladies, y'all got any last words y'all want to say before we get out?
I want to say, just let this resonate tonight, because this is serious. And a lot of us, I'm seeing, thinking that the narc wanting to come back and saying you're grade A supply, like that's a flex. It's not a flex. That's death. And keep playing with it and you'll see.
Good God.
Powerful. I just want to say, take heed to however the Spirit is ministering to you tonight. God can speak to hundreds and thousands of people simultaneously to their respective situations and give them the answers, give them direction. And I just praying that somebody would not harden their heart to that voice, to the Spirit that is truly wants you to have good success in this life and in the next. And if that means pulling away from one individual, two individuals, three individuals to gain like a support system like this, a new life, so what? God says he's a God of second chances, third chances, fourth chance.
Speak.
Yeah.
You know, like build again. Enjoy building your life back brick by brick. I'm telling you, the Bible says, and this is for, he uses the analogy, it's better to sleep on the roof of a house in the rain than be in the house with a contentious woman. Okay? So take that as you want. God is saying, if you have to leave to pick up garbage bags, you know, and stay somewhere, if you have to sit there and put a safety plan together, if you have to take your time and put, $20 at a time to create a fund, just do it. Just trust God and do it, and he will do the rest. And that's Taurus, I salute you tonight. You're a soldier, man. You are a true soldier, and I salute you. I have mad respect for you, and I'm just praying over the man. The man said he's a poet. He's a man of words, and I just pray that those words would flow from heaven to your mind, to your mouth, that you would even honor your mother in the work that you do. And I'm just going to be praying for you, and I can't wait to revisit maybe a year from now to see what God has done in your life. We're praying for you.
Thank you.
No
Yes,
problem.
indeed, man.
I say to everyone listening, I know it might seem hard right now. It might seem impossible if you're starting off going through this, but take your power back. And when you take your power back, God's going to show up, but be on your square because the devil's right behind him.
Yeah. Because if he can't get you to switch up, he'll get the people around you to switch up on you.
That's right. Stay woke.
Hey, bro, all I can say is, man, job well done, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, job well done. Your mother's proud of you, champ.
It ain't over. I'm still working, bro. I'm still working.
That's right. Mom, you made moms proud, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you was able to still carry that on. You still took that message forward. Yeah, moms is proud of you, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, y'all. We gonna get out of here tonight. Let's get out of here tonight.
Let's get out.
Woo! Good God. All right.
First time ever.
Okay.
And anyone who wants to pray tonight and needs encouragement, you know where to be.
Good God.
Come to the overflow.
Yes, indeed. Alicia about to get this overflow started. Man. Good God.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, man. Because,
Thanks, Father.
man, y'all ladies, y'all got me through this tonight. Good Lord, have mercy. I wasn't ready. Wasn't ready for all this, okay? Wasn't ready.
Wow.
But we did it.
Yeah,
Okay. It's a super team in here, y'all.
for sure.
Hey, y'all. So y'all know where y'all got it from. Yes, indeed. My goodness. We're going to do a panel every Friday night, man. Because
Yeah.
I still got to walk out of here feeling wonderful. Yes,
Right?
it feels wonderful. Yes, get to walk out of here feeling wonderful. I feel blessed. And I'm telling y'all, every last person in here, y'all got blessed tonight.
Yeah.
Y'all got blessed tonight, man. So we are out. And whew, good God. We're going to
Wow.
see y'all next week. Everybody have a wonderful weekend and jump into that overflow. Because, hey, man, ain't nothing like somebody saying a prayer for you, man. Ain't nothing like somebody saying a prayer for you, especially when you don't forgot how to do it or you don't even know how to do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, indeed, man. So let's show us some love.
Yeah.
Man, I thank
Thank
y'all.
you.
Peace, and we
For
are
your story.
out. Peace
Bye,
and
guys.
Soul Train.
Bye.
We are out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.